Minecraft turned 15 years old this year. It's the greatest selling game of all time, and is arguably the greatest game of all time. Its popularity is still at the same heights as it was in its heyday. It may not seem as popular now as it was in 2013, but the hundreds, if not thousands, of communities and subcultures the game has fostered makes us often forget that there are millions, if not tens of millions, of people who have played this game or watched a YouTube video about it in the last month alone. Minecraft is updated twice a year with game-changing or at least novel updates. So why is it that every few days I'll see a meme online about me and the boys getting into our annual 2-week Minecraft phase? Why is it that my own playthroughs fall through? Why is it that video essays talking about Minecraft no longer being fun blow up on YouTube? Why is there a concerning contingent of players moving back to alpha and beta versions of the game? Is Minecraft no longer fun? Has Mojang ruined the game? Have we outgrown Minecraft? That last question is probably the scariest one for me to ask. We've all probably asked that question. Am I too old for Minecraft? Is it not for me anymore? Some of the times I've asked this have been at moments where I boot up the game, play it for a few hours, and get incredibly sad. Why am I not able to enjoy the game I've loved for over half my life? There are reasons, and I'll get into those in depth later, but first, let's go back to the beginning. Most of us remember that feeling of first booting up a game of Minecraft. I remember mine vividly. Like most good things in life, it started with friends. In the spring of the 4th grade, my dad told my little brothers and I that if we got good grades, he'd get us an Xbox 360. We locked in, and he took us on a trip to town where we got the goods at the end of the school year, on a mission as we walked through Walmart. We didn't get just any Xbox 360. No. We got a state-of-the-art Star Wars R2-D2 Xbox 360 complete with a Kinect. We loved it, and we would play split-screen games there all day long. One day after playing in my sandbox till dusk, one of my best friends, Brandon, told me about a game he'd been seeing a lot of on YouTube and how it was coming to the Xbox 360. I scrounged up money I'd saved from birthdays as well as from doing chores and told my parents how much fun it'd be if I could just play this game, because what was special about it is it was not only 4-player split screen like the games that we've been playing, you could also have that 4-player split screen and play online with your friends. They let me buy it and I booted up Minecraft. When I tell you I was in awe, I was in awe. The menu screen, the music, the tutorial world. It was incredible. Walking around, being shown how to break a tree and then place blocks, the world was at my fingertips. I mean, seeing the place the tutorial world was built on was gorgeous, and the fact that I could build this exact thing, this was the best feeling ever. Booting into my first world was even better than the tutorial world. I was starstruck. I'd never seen a game create a world like this before, much less a game fully at my fingertips like this. Minecraft was the ultimate sandbox. All I did was walk around and look at all there was to explore. Back then, things were novel, they were new, they were challenging, and they were fun. I could spend hours talking about the differences between the Minecraft I first played versus the Minecraft we know today, and maybe I will in another video, but that's not what we're here for right now. The things I want to point out were how I played the game when I first got it. I stuck with wooden tools for a while, making things hard, slow, but still somehow pretty fun. I explored everywhere I could before building a house. There wasn't a sprint when I first got in the game, so exploring felt far more natural and poignant. And, most importantly, there was no set way to play. Honestly, I was probably playing Minecraft wrong at the time. I was so scared of losing things, I would get a diamond pickaxe and mine up just enough obsidian for nether portal and an enchanting table, and then keep it in a chest the rest of the time. I didn't have a set blueprint when it came to building houses, making farms, or finding ores. I didn't over-optimize my experience, and I didn't have a set playstyle or a set method for which I gathered resources. Nothing was focused on efficiency. I just did what I thought would be fun or cool. That's what I want you to remember. Doing what would be fun and not over-optimizing everything. Now, let's compare that to how we play Minecraft now, and I think you'll see why we only play the game for 2 weeks. How do we play the game now? Let me take a guess. Spawn in, grab just enough wood to make a pickaxe, grab just enough stone to get a stone pickaxe, get just enough stone to make a full set of tools and a furnace, chop trees, kill animals for food, cook the food while you chop trees, jump into a cave and mine until you come out with diamonds and a stack of iron or until you run out of food, find a village, take all its resources, go find a hole in the side of a mountain or a cave, throw all your stuff in a chest, get enough resources to never have to mine for them again, build a house and a farm, and then wonder why you're bored. If this playstyle sounds in any way, shape, or form familiar, that's okay. That was me for a long time, and I still sometimes fall into that same type of playstyle. There's nothing wrong with us for playing Minecraft like that either. We're just being efficient with our time and our resources. The problem is, this playstyle just isn't very fulfilling. We're going to look back into how we ourselves can change our playstyles later, but first, how is Mojang enabling us to play in a quick and unfulfilling fashion in a game that has infinite potential and infinite variability? There are a few key issues for Minecraft that cause us to play through it so quickly, and one of them is its difficulty. Minecraft is an incredibly easy game, and after playing it for so long, challenges like Nighttime and even the Ender Dragon can become snooze fests to anyone who's played the game longer than a few months. Things that challenge us as kids no longer do, and the learning curve has been summited long ago for us. If you're watching this video, you're a lot like me in your Minecraft journey. We are seasoned vets at this game, yet we still keep coming back because we love it. The problem lies within the fact that the game itself has issues that make it too easy, too little of a challenge. This is deserving of its own video for the fact that I don't want to get sidetracked for 30 minutes, but the biggest problem with difficulty also relates to why we aren't fulfilled with our playthroughs anymore. Progression. Progression in Minecraft isn't the best or the most complex. It's very straightforward and in almost all aspects, very linear. It's also unfortunately one of the quickest games to fully progress I've ever seen, and that notion is even more concerning when you look at how you can play Minecraft infinitely. And until Netherite, you could achieve a full set of the best tools in under an hour. This bit of game design alone is one of the biggest reasons we rush to get diamonds so quickly. It's because we know we can get them easily, so why waste time using other tools and mining things up so much slower than we could? This is equally on us and on Mojang for making the progression so quick and easy. If there were more roadblocks on the way to diamonds, we'd likely make that change in tools far later than we normally do. The cave update has been a help and a hindrance on this point. Caves are huge, and with the wide open expanses of some caves, they become filled with mobs, a dangerous obstacle for those who aren't fully kitted up. This helps slow you down a bit, or at least makes you more cognizant of yourself while underground. New biomes were also added to serve as difficult traversal, beautiful places to get lost in, or dangerous cities in the deepest parts of caves filled with a near indestructible force of nature. The catch, however, was it also made the game incredibly more easy. With expanses as large as the caves are now, ores are jumping out at you every chance you get when underground. I have found enough diamonds to get me a full set of armor just by virtue of running away from mobs underground. My mining trips take less than an hour, and I still have to throw out parts of my inventory or ignore ores because I just don't have the room. The caves are huge, challenging, and gorgeous to look at, but with how plentiful ores are, it makes it hard to feel rewarding when finding diamonds, the most prized ore to find in the overworld. Do you remember whenever you first found diamonds? Elementary school me screamed and mined all around it, just admiring the fact that I really did it. That feeling remained for years, and still existed up until the cave update for me. Now, it's a more casual encounter. Oh, sweet, diamonds, I say to myself, and throw out the copper ore that I have to make sure that I have enough storage for my diamonds. This is a great allegory for how Minecraft feels now. Every time there is an additional challenge or change, there is something to celebrate, but something to make the game even easier or less enjoyable. The Nether update added a valuable new ore to look for and difficult bastions to traverse, but Netherite makes you an invincible god. The Village and Pillage update gave the challenge of raids and new fights at pillager outposts, but the trades for mending give an infinite supply of and remove the need to explore to find what is arguably the most powerful enchantment ever, mending. Beds were a great way to set your spawn point, but they're so easy to get that you can skip nights from day one. Changes like this are why a concerning amount of people are switching over to play the alpha and beta versions of the game. It feels more organic, more slow, more challenging, and more rewarding. I don't entirely blame them, but it almost feels like that way of playing is abandoning Minecraft as it is, resigning Minecraft's current form to an unsavable state. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the alpha versions, and I'm definitely not saying Mojang makes the game easier and leaves it. We can see that by the experimental villager rebalance, making mending only done by a master level librarian in a swamp village, meaning you'd have to make your own village in a swamp and transport villagers there. But the little bits that remove the challenge or speed up progression too quickly are rampant in the game and stretch far wider than the villagers trading for mending. The point is, we need to encourage Mojang to continue working on ways to bring some of that original challenge back to the game, as well as slowing progression to a point where becoming powerful feels like a rewarding hill to climb instead of an hour-long chore. However, it's not just game design making us feel like we have to progress as quickly as possible. In the age of social media and instant gratification, everything has to be efficient and give us what we want as quickly as possible, or else it's just a waste of time. We never walk anywhere in Minecraft anymore. We only sprint. Back before sprint was added, climbing a mountain felt like a journey, and traversing through caves felt eerie and unsettling. When was the last time any of us took the time to walk anywhere in Minecraft, simply enjoying how beautiful this game can be? This attitude of instant gratification has pervaded its way onto YouTube too. I'm not even talking about speedrunning either. That's its own community. I'm talking about the overly edited challenge-style videos that take things to the absolute extreme and show 100 days of gameplay in 10 minutes or even 60 seconds. I've even been tempted to make videos like this after seeing my regular style playthroughs not garner the views that I'd hoped for. I had everything prepped to follow that trend, and then I stopped and asked myself, do I really want to dilute my experience for views and online validation? The answer was no. I didn't want to play the game in an even more extreme version of what had already been causing me to stop playing the game before I completed any of what I wanted to do. I didn't want to sensationalize Minecraft to a point where I no longer recognized why it was so successful in the first place and why I fell in love with it over 10 years ago. That's when it hit me. Sure, we've been playing the game more efficiently, but nearly every piece of media related to Minecraft has also fallen into this sensationalist bubble. So of course we won't play the game at a pace where we can enjoy it. It's hard to remember how to enjoy Minecraft with all of this stuff pervading every corner of the internet. With that knowledge, it led me to some conclusions. Minecraft has become the international phenomenon and cultural staple because of us. You are what makes Minecraft special. The fact that you are watching this video, the fact that I am making this video, the fact that there is a platform that has garnered over 1 trillion views is entirely because of you. We have the power to vote for mobs, but we also have the power to change how the game is viewed, how the game is played, and how the game is enjoyed. We can be the ones to bring an end to the 2-week Minecraft phases and bring a new golden age to a game that has brought us over 15 years of joy and fantastic memories. Before we go on to trying to change the world though, let's first change how we play Minecraft to fully enjoy our experience again. In the face of some of the most sensationalized content and the loudest the Minecraft community has been about their inability to genuinely enjoy themselves playing the game, the solution is clear. We don't need to only play Minecraft for short bursts until we get bored. We need to fundamentally change how we play the game to enjoy ourselves long term. I'm not going to tell you to change your life or change how you play Minecraft, but I sure can try. If you'll indulge me, these are some things I've been doing the last couple of months that have caused me to love every second I spend in Minecraft. Slow your progression in terms of tool acquisition as much as humanly possible. When you first spawn in, gather wood and stone like you normally would, but stop there. Stick with stone tools for the first day or two of your playthrough, and gather enough wood and cobblestone to go on an adventure. Where we normally grab enough wool to make a bed immediately, survive through the first night on stone tools this time. If it gets scary or like you're not going to make it, dig a hole in the ground and wait it out until sunrise. Ah, just like the good old days. Remember when you used to do this so often? Every playthrough we'd all be so caught up in the wonder of a new world until the sun set, and then nightfall would remind us Minecraft isn't entirely a peaceful endeavor. Obviously, things would be much easier and more convenient if you had just gotten some wool from sheep and slept the first night away, but this first playthrough needs to be unlike anything we've done during our tenure of not enjoying the game. When daylight comes, continue your journey searching for a home. It's gotta be a perfect spot. I'm talking about a village by a river under a mountain. I'm talking about a jungle where you can build houses tree to tree. Whatever your definition of perfect is, it's gotta be that. If you want to additionally challenge yourself, find a biome you don't build in and make that your home. I promise, the novelty of doing something you haven't done in a long time or haven't done ever will not be an ephemeral feeling. You'll remember this. Along your journey, feel free to scrape some coal and iron off the sides of mountains or cliffs, but don't hoard it. Once you've found your home, use your stone and iron tools to build a house. I'm talking a really nice house. It doesn't have to be massive, but make it something that you're proud of. This will serve as your starting point for so many wonderful things, so don't shortchange yourself. Now that you've got a house and some space, make a nice farm. Now you're getting it. One of the biggest things to overcome is the need to over-optimize. The allure of maximum efficiency is tempting, especially when you want a high yield for resource collection, but for just this once, try to make a farm that's almost like a work of art. Blend the tilled land with the geography around it. Make a farm with running water rolling down the hills, or make a plot that juts down hills in a platform like rice paddies. Throw some trees in there to provide shade when harvesting. Make some scarecrows or paths in the fields to walk through. Build sugarcane along a river in front of your house like a privacy gate instead of strict rows. You don't have to have a completed farm, or even a pretty one, but lay the groundwork for something really special. I've kept you neutered long enough in terms of tools, so now that you've got a home and food to come back to, take a journey underground. There are a few things to remember if you want to truly get the fullest out of the experience, though. When you do go mining for diamonds, don't strip mine. Explore caves, get to a Y level you like, and make a 16 by 16 quarry to get a ton of resources and let diamonds be the eventual rewards. Gather iron, gold, copper, redstone, lapis, and coal when you see it, and use them in your builds for decorations or redstone features. Take time to explore every nook and offshoot of the cave you can. Who knows what you might find? Then, get back up to the surface and start to work. There's so many wonderful things you can build. Will you build a camp of log cabins in the remote taiga, prime grounds for hunting? Will you build a city among the trees in the jungle? Will you build a castle overlooking a village by the shore? We often forget this, myself often included, that Minecraft is a game with limitless potential. So, make your potential limitless. Don't overwhelm yourself with a project too big to tackle, but set goals that are exciting to work towards. You can do anything, and since you are taking the game at a fulfilling and enjoyable pace for the first time in who knows how long, a big project is something that will drive instead of hinder you. One of the biggest pieces of advice I can give on starting big projects is to not answer every question. Leave some room for improvisation or addition. You'll enjoy your work so much more that way. So, next time you start a new world, I want you to try a few things. Look around when you spawn. Don't sprint, walk. Expose yourself to the sheer beauty this pixelated, procedurally generated world has given you. Stay above ground for that first night. Travel the first few days of your playthrough until you found the perfect place to build a home. Make a spacious home with decorations and little secrets only you know about. Create a farm that looks gorgeous. Build a barn and a pasture for your animals. Don't go down the caves to get as much iron and diamonds as you can. Limit yourself to stone and iron tools for the first few hours of your playthrough. Grab a horse to make longer journeys, or heck, build a minecart track down to your favorite mining spot or in between key locations. Spend a whole day fishing and see all the cool stuff you can catch. Grab a friend, fine-tune nearby villages, and see who can build the most successful kingdom. Build a castle with working redstone gates. Make established trade routes with ornate train stations and minecart tracks. Watch the sunset behind a mountain as the sky turns from blue to orange to purple to black. Listen to the soundtrack and remember what made you fall in love with this game in the first place. Explore shipwrecks and structures you've neglected for years. Name your tools, pets, and armor. Let your tools break sometimes. Don't over-optimize everything. This sounds crazy and purposefully inconvenient and slow, but I promise it's going to be okay. As someone who went through the same feelings that you felt, someone who has gone through dozens of 2-week Minecraft phases, I beg of you to stop playing the game and start experiencing it. Don't do it for me, and don't even do it for yourself. Do it for the you that first booted up this pixelated block game. I'm doing it for the 10-year-old standing under a lamppost while his best friend told him about a game he'd seen on YouTube coming from computers to the Xbox 360 that he had just gotten for making good grades. He booted up the game, and what he saw when starting the tutorial world is something he would never forget. I want this video and experiencing Minecraft the way he first did to make him proud. I really hope he is. I only have one question left. Who are you doing it for?